Welcome to MiniToyQuizzer. Today, it's time to test your brain with the ultimate human body quiz. We've got 35 exciting questions about the amazing machine we live in, our bodies. How well do you really know what's going on inside you? Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and get ready for some mind-blowing facts. Let's get started. Which of the following is the largest organ in the human body? That's correct. The skin is the largest organ, protecting and covering your entire body. Which bone is the longest in the human body? Great job! The femur, or thigh bone, is the longest bone in the human body. What is the primary function of the heart? Exactly. The heart's main job is to pump blood throughout your body. Which muscle is commonly known as the calf muscle? Correct. The gastrocnemius muscle forms the bulk of your calf. Which organ is primarily responsible for detoxifying chemicals and metabolizing drugs? That's right. The liver plays a key role in detoxification and metabolism. Which part of the brain controls vital functions like breathing and heart rate? Correct. The brainstem manages vital functions such as breathing and heart rate. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Well done. The stapes in the middle ear is the smallest bone in the body. Which organ is responsible for filtering blood and producing urine? Exactly. The kidneys filter the blood and help produce urine. Which of these is not part of the respiratory system? Right. The liver is not involved in respiration. What is the primary site for oxygen exchange in the human body? Correct. The lungs are where oxygen is absorbed into the bloodstream. What is the main function of the small intestine? Great job! The small intestine's main role is to absorb nutrients from digested food. Which organ produces insulin to help regulate blood sugar levels? Exactly right. The pancreas produces insulin, which is critical for regulating blood sugar. What is the primary function of white blood cells? That's correct. White blood cells are essential in defending the body against infections. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering? Great work! The iris adjusts the size of your pupil to control light entry. Which structure is responsible for maintaining balance and spatial orientation? Correct. The The inner ear, particularly the vestibular system, is crucial for balance. Which part of the inner ear is essential for hearing? Exactly! The cochlea converts sound vibrations into nerve impulses. What type of tissue connects muscles to bones? Right on! Tendons attach muscles to bones, enabling movement. Which type of joint is found at the shoulder, allowing a wide range of motion? Correct. The ball and socket joint at the shoulder allows for extensive mobility. What protective covering shields the brain and spinal cord? Exactly. The meninges are membranes that protect the brain and spinal cord. Which system in the body is responsible for hormone regulation? Great job! The endocrine system regulates hormones that control many body functions. Here is a tricky one. Can you find the odd one out? Look closely. You got it. Here is the odd one. Which muscle is most important for the breathing process? That's right. The diaphragm is essential for breathing as it helps expand and contract the lungs. What is the primary purpose of the rib cage? Exactly. The rib cage shields vital organs such as the heart and lungs. Which structure in the heart prevents the backward flow of blood? Correct. Heart valves ensure that blood flows in the correct direction. Which organ stores bile produced by the liver? Great job. The gallbladder stores bile, which aids in the digestion of fats. Which part of the digestive system is primarily responsible for water absorption? That's right. The large intestine absorbs water and forms stool. Which type of connective tissue connects bone to bone? Exactly. Ligaments connect bones to each other, providing joint stability. What is the main function of red blood cells in the human body? Correct. Red blood cells transport oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body. Which organ plays a role in filtering blood and supporting the immune system? Great work! The spleen filters blood and helps fight infection. What type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? That's correct. Arteries transport blood away from the heart to the rest of the body. Which part of the brain is primarily responsible for processing sensory information? Exactly. The cerebrum processes sensory input and is key for higher functions. Which part of the body contains receptors that sense temperature, pressure, and pain? Correct. Your skin is packed with receptors that let you feel touch, temperature, and pain. What is the inner lining of the heart called? Great job. The endocardium is the inner layer of the heart that contacts the blood. Which organ helps regulate metabolism by releasing hormones? That's right. The thyroid gland produces hormones that play a key role in regulating metabolism. Which bone provides a protective case for the brain? Correct. The skull encases and protects the brain from injury. Awesome job, Brainiac. You just completed the human body quiz.
Which muscle
How many did you get right?
Responsible for
Drop your
flexing the
score in the
forearm
comments
at the
below
elbow?
and challenge your friends to beat it. If you enjoyed it, give us a like and subscribe to MiniToyQuizzer for more fun and learning every week. Thanks for playing.
Excellent.
See you in the next quiz.
The
biceps brachii is the main muscle that flexes your forearm. Great job, quiz champs. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for playing on MiniToyQuizzer. And remember to like, subscribe, and keep quizzing.